some of you listening to this, you've been trying all your life to find a career that is your calling. Well, what if your calling isn't a career? If your time was all yours, how would you spend it? Who would you be helping? What would the difference be that you're making? What are some of those gifts you've got that are unique to you? And stop beating yourself up, for real. What are some of those gifts? Is it your intentions? Is it your heart? Is it your faith? Is it your voice? Is it your beauty? Is it your humor, your articulation, your critical thinking skills? What is your gift? Ask yourself this question. What would you do if you had all the time in the world to do whatever you wanted to do? What would be the things you'd be doing? One of the reasons so many people are lost is they're only trying to find their calling and their mission and their purpose in a job, in a career. And that may not be the case. That job and that career may be where you're gonna fund your calling and your career on the side. And that leads me to point number 2. I hear all the time about side hustles. Well, what about a side mission? What about a side cause, a side crusade? See, maybe you're gonna have a job, and in that job where you're planted right now, it's not what you were called to do as your ultimate contribution to the world, but it's where you're planted, so you should win there now. You should give it all you've got and start a side cause, start a side mission, a side crusade, a side calling. In other words, don't always connect your career to your cause. Maybe you're gonna work from 9 to 5 every day somewhere, and when you leave there on the side, you're gonna do something that's your calling. And maybe that calling doesn't even require capital. Maybe it's something you're gonna do in your side hours. There are any number of callings or causes or missions or crusades that will fill your heart. Maybe it's helping inspire people with your faith. Maybe it's helping people with their schoolwork. Maybe it's writing a book, right? Maybe it's learning an instrument and entertaining people with the music that you create. But it's short-lived. There's a big difference between happiness and fulfillment. If you want fulfillment in your life, it's gonna be long-lasting and enduring. It's not gonna be things. It's not gonna be money. What I believe about fulfillment is that if you can find your calling, if you can find your purpose, your mission in your life, that's the pathway to not just happiness, but a level past that, which is fulfillment. For those of you that have that desire in your heart, you know you wanna win. You know you wanna get wealthy. I've been happy when I was poor, and I've been happy rich, and it is clearly my contention, I wanna be clear with you, that happy rich is better. Because you can do more things for people when you have money, for the people you love, for the causes that you believe in. I don't want you to confuse the idea that if once I get money, then I'll be happy. What if you could live a life where you don't ever have to go anywhere you don't want to go? You don't have to be around people you don't want to be around. You have to go to places you don't want to be. And neither does anybody that you love and care about. That type of total freedom of time is why I'm so excited about being wealthy above everything else. Because now I'm totally free to choose what I do with my life. You gotta stop thinking and start acting. I can tell you this is gonna be one of the most powerful things you're ever going to hear. Always your calling will be somehow contributing to other people.